Welcome to Star Wars Theories, and this time we ask the question, is Captain Phasma a member of the Resistance? Before I get into the theory, just a quick reminder that if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe and click on the bell button to receive updates for future videos. Captain Phasma is one of the First Order's commanding triumvirate, alongside the technocratic General Hux and the mysterious Kylo Ren. Captain Phasma is tough, a veteran commander who has no use for fancy titles or complex war rooms, preferring instead to lead her troops in battle against the Resistance and the enemies of the First Order. She is said to have worked tirelessly to make the First Order stormtroopers the galaxy's finest soldiers, searching for any signs of weakness or disobedience in the ranks. Phasma is distinctive in her highly recognisable stormtrooper armour made out of salvaged chromium. The unique stormtrooper armour of the First Order captain had been salvaged from a Naboo yacht that had once belonged to Emperor Palpatine of the Galactic Empire, the First Order's precursor. The chromium finish on the armour is said to have helped reduce radiation, but Phasma wore it primarily as a symbol of power. Phasma has also wore a traditional First Order armour weave cape. The gauntlets of the armour were modified. Phasma claimed that not even a Wookiee could crush this armour when she was threatened, though she chose to surrender rather than to see if a boast would come true when confronted with Chewbacca on Starkiller Base. But despite this, the allegedly highly capable First Order officer, a veteran of combat, was very quick to assist Finn, Han and Chewie when they captured Phasma on the Starkiller Base. This leads to the question, was Phasma a member of the Resistance? The first time we see Phasma is on Jakku, where she leads a squadron of stormtroopers to attack a settlement on the planet, quickly taking over and capturing everyone. Phasma is instrumental in the deaths of everyone there by instructing the troops to open fire on innocent people when ordered by Kylo Ren. Not a promising start to think that she may be a member of the Resistance, but deep undercover agents and extremists often will see the bigger picture and consider the loss of life for a small number of innocent people to be a rational transaction if it leads to save many thousands or millions of lives at a later date. Cut to the Star Destroyer Finalizer, and Phasma finds Finn on a landing craft. She tells FN-2187 to submit his blaster for inspection. She doesn't check it there and then herself. Further, she asks him who gave him permission to remove his helmet. Now what would you expect from a commanding officer? Maybe she was going soft on Finn for a reason. Finally, she instructs Finn to report to her division. Was this where she was going to interrogate Finn and maybe see if she could use him as an ally and a potential Resistance sympathiser? Of course, Finn never shows up at Phasma's division, instead stealing a TIE fighter with Poe Dameron and escaping the Finalizer. When reporting to General Hux, Phasma lies. She says FN-2187 reported to her division, was evaluated and sent to reconditioning. Why didn't she tell the truth? Okay, I know that some people will say that Finn did report to Phasma's division and then rescue Poe Dameron, but given the pacing of the film, it feels more likely that Finn actually rescued Poe after leaving the hangar. If this is the case, this really is compelling evidence that Phasma is a Resistance operative. With Poe Dameron escaping, she may have even thought that FN-2187 was another undercover Resistance operative, and she made an assumption he was escaping to rescue Poe under orders. Her report to General Hux may well have been to ensure that suspicions were removed from her. The next time we see Phasma is very much later in the movie on Starkiller Base, where she is captured by Finn, Han and Chewbacca. After recognising FN-2187, Finn orders Phasma to lower the shields to the First Order base. Instead of saying a response such as, "No, not likely," or "Who's gonna make me?" she says, "You're making a big mistake," and then disables the shields. For a veteran officer and one of the command of the base, she gives in way too easily. Unless she is a member of the Resistance, in which case she does as instructed but keeps her cover intact, as she may not know if Finn is indeed acting on behalf of the Empire pretending to be a member of the Resistance. Just after this, she says you can't be so stupid as to think that it would be this easy, and that her troops will storm this block and kill you all. Was this a warning to Finn, Han and Chewie to quickly evacuate? The intelligent thing to do in her position would be to keep quiet and hope that they stayed where they were. No matter how incompetent stormtrooper shooting may be, a full legion of stormtroopers invading the facility should be able to overcome 3 Resistance fighters and free Phasma easily, even if those Resistance fighters are Finn, Han and Chewbacca. This would allow her to raise the shields again, but that would be assuming she was actually working for the First Order. Okay, I can hear people saying, well, why didn't she say, hey guys, I'm on your side. I'm with the Resistance. Let me help. Well, firstly, she couldn't be sure Finn and party would believe her. Secondly, by being told she was going to be thrown into a trash compactor, she also may have saw an opportunity to ensure her cover wasn't blown and that she could escape and keep on spying on the First Order, knowing that the shields would stay down on Starkiller Base and that the Resistance could attack. Another thing is that First Order Stormtrooper armour had a built-in communication device. This means that it should be easy for her to call for help at any point. Instead, she allows herself to be captured, lowered the shields, and then dumped in a trash compactor. This from one of the 3 people in charge of Starkiller Base. Really? Well, that's the end of this theory. Do you agree? Do you have a different view? Leave your comments below. While I'm sure that Captain Phasma is actually working for the First Order and not the Resistance, it is interesting to think that maybe her actions can be viewed as working for the Resistance. Maybe we'll find out in the next episode. Remember, please subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/HERJUK. You can also watch my live streams on Twitch at twitch.tv/HERJUK, my blog herjblog.wordpress.com, or follow me on this YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you. Always.